Yes, sir! What will the Lakers do with Kyle Kuzma? What's up, MDB fam? What's up, Lakers fans? Today we're getting into some quick Lakers news, or at least discussing a Lakers topic, which is, will Kyle Kuzma stay with the Lakers in the future? So, as you guys know, Kyle Kuzma is going to be a free agent next year. He's going to enter restricted free agency. He was originally drafted by the Brooklyn Nets with like the 29th or 27th pick, but that pick actually belonged to the Lakers. So the Lakers got him. He had a great first season, surprised a lot of people. He had a great second season as well when LeBron came to the team. And then his third season, which was the past season, was kind of a bit disappointing. His numbers went down in every area. He was playing in a smaller role, so that's understandable. But he said in the news, like, Brian Windhorst reported that Kyle Kuzma expects a quite sizable extension. He didn't say with the Lakers, but he does expect a sizable extension. So with Kyle Kuzma, I expect this guy, he probably expects a deal worth anywhere from 20 to 25 million from whatever team that he signs with. But me personally, I think that the Lakers, if they were to keep him, it would be for a deal from 15 to 17.5 million for 4 years or so, maybe like a 4-year, $70 million deal. That equals about $17.5 million per year. I think the Lakers would be much more comfortable paying him that much. That's like a bit less than an Aaron Gordon type deal. The thing about Kuzma is, in his head, he's a future star. He thinks he's the type of guy that a team could build around as a franchise piece, whereas the Lakers see him as a complementary support piece. Like, they see him as like a bench piece. So their ideologies on each other just don't seem to align. And that's why I think that the Lakers are probably going to end up trading Kuzma. I don't know what they would trade him for, but I think there's a lot of teams who are in the building process right now who'd be interested in taking on Kuzma and maybe extending him to a $20 million contract. Teams like, I don't know, teams like Detroit, the Hornets, like teams who don't really have much going for them. Not that those teams don't have much going for them, but teams who can afford to take that risk on Kuzma. Teams like those, like teams who aren't making the playoffs anytime soon. So I think Kuzma is likely going to get traded. What will he get traded for? I don't know. The funny thing with the Lakers is they're in such a blessed position. Like, they did so well in free agency. Even if Kyle Kuzma walked next year for nothing, they would just replace him with a free agent who's probably at his level or better. Like, this Lakers team is way better than last year's Lakers team. Last year's Lakers team was like the first year LeBron went to Miami. And this year's Lakers team is like the second year when LeBron was on Miami. That's when they got like Ray Allen, Shane Battier, and all these guys to come join the team on minimum deals. Because LeBron has made the Lakers an attractive place to play, and Rob Pelinka has surrounded him with great complementary pieces. They've locked in Anthony Davis. They locked in LeBron. A lot of players on that team, their role is clear, what they're supposed to do. I could see them attracting a lot of great free agents next year as well. A lot of veterans who just want to win. So I expect next year's Lakers team to be just as good as this team, if not better. So that's just my opinion. I think the Lakers are probably going to trade Kyle Kuzma before the trade deadline. The extension deadline, if they were to extend him this season, is December 21st. So if we don't see a deal happen by then, I think they're likely going to trade him by the trade deadline. Or another option of what could happen is they could let him go into free agency. Because he's a restricted free agent, they could let him test the water, see what market is out there for him, and then they ultimately have the option to match any deal that he's offered. So, Lakers fans, how do you guys feel about Kuzma? Do you think the Lakers should offer him an extension? If so, how much do you think they should offer him? And do you think they'll trade him? Or, like, what do you guys think will happen with Kuzma ultimately? I'm just interested to hear you guys' opinion. Anyways, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel. Have a good day. Peace.